Let the top back like it matters. Made silver spoons out of plastic. I dare not ask you no questions. Don't give a damn about your answers. Whip from a pallet to mattress. Where was you at when I needed it? I seen you shining, you had it. Now I'ma make sure you panic. Swear I'm so humble, but act like I take it for granted. I walk with the floors. The counters are granted. They open my doors. I throw them like a Latin. They shed them. I know they wish that they hadn't. Time to pay back.
It's your boy KashCutProductions. I'm live with Lil Aubrey. What's good, bro? Go ahead, talk your shit.
What's the deal, baby? LilAubrey.com, Satan's finest. You know what I'm talking about?
All right, go ahead. Just introduce yourself for the people that don't know you.
Man, Lil Aubrey, straight out of San Antonio, East Side. You feel me? Should I be doing this for about since high school, pretty much? You know what I'm saying? Making my mark in this game in San Antonio. You feel me? Straight up, Texas next.
All right, so San Antonio, born and raised.
Yeah.
All right, so talk about growing up.
You know, regular childhood, just like anybody else. I actually grew up in the projects, but I had a great childhood, you know what I'm saying? I was raised by my grandmother. We moved from, I was born in the Rigsby. We moved from the Rigsby when I was about 5, and then I grew up in Dietrich Road. And, you know, from there, just really East Side born. Went to Highlands, Sam Houston, Roosevelt. Typical East Side, you know what I'm saying? But I had a great childhood, you know what I'm saying? Growing up in the projects, never wanted for nothing, to be honest, so.
So family wasn't struggling or anything like that?
I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? My family was struggling, but I guess from a kid, you don't know they struggling, you feel me? You don't know they struggling, you know what I'm saying? I never missed a Christmas, I remember sometimes like eating toast, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I remember having my room, I used to sleep in the closet just so, you know what I'm saying, we could miss the bullets, you know what I'm saying? My grandma made me, blanket, all that in the closet, you know what I'm saying? TV, all that. I slept in the closet. You go outside our room, you'll see like little bullet holes and stuff, you know what I'm saying? This in the Rigsby. So yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. But I never really wanted for nothing, you know what I'm saying? I had everything I ever wanted.
And you say you always stayed out on the East Side?
Yeah, I moved, I stayed on the Northeast too. I stayed in Camelot, stayed in Spring Hill. But yeah, pretty much my mother stayed over there, so you know what I'm saying, I go visit my mom and stuff. But for the most part, yeah, I stayed on the East Side. All
right, talk about the evolution of the East Side, like how it was back then compared to right now.
You know what, me and my dude, shout out to my dude Dwayne, we was just talking, we seen this white lady, it was probably like 9 o'clock at night. She was on the East, like dead on the East, jogging. And we said, dang bro, probably like 10, 15 years ago, bro, she would have got robbed. You know what I'm saying? But not saying, I'm saying it in a good way. Like, seeing the evolution of like the Wheatley Courts, Sutton Homes, East Terrace and things like that. Like you can see the evolution. They just put a Starbucks on these. Like, you get what I'm saying? So when I was growing up, it really looked, you know what I'm saying, poverty stricken. It really looked like, you know what I'm saying, this is where all the people that are poor look. I mean, still you can go to the East Side and you can see pretty much that this is where black people are, but it, you know, compared to what it was, it looks very nice now. The Wheatley Courts look immaculate. I don't even know what they call it no more, but the Wheatley Courts look good. Sutton Homes look good. My hood, the only hood that they ain't fixed up, Dietrich Road, they have not fixed it up, but yeah, East Side coming a long way.
All right, so coming up, what were you trying to pursue in life as a kid?
You know, the crazy part is I always wanted to be a rapper. I remember we went to a carnival. I got to get the tape from my grandmother. We went to a carnival. I was like 11. And the news was there, and they did an interview with me and my sister. And the lady said, what you want to be when you grow up? And I'm like 11. I'm like, a rapper? So I've always, you know, that's been the only thing that I've ever really pursued, to be honest, like, and stuck with. So I've never wanted to be a basketball player. I never wanted to. I really get it from my cousin Homeless. My cousin Marcel came down from New York, and he had a tape. This is like in the 90s. He had a tape. He came down and visited, and he had a tape. He looked like a rapper that you see on TV, and it's in the 90s. And I'm like 8 or something like that. And then from there on, I was like, I want to rap too. So it's been the only thing that I ever wanted to do is rap, to be honest.
Was anybody around you, like in your family, making music or a musician or anything like that?
Yeah, my great grandmother was a famous gospel singer. And she raised me. Like I said, I lived with my grandmother and my great grandmother, and she had a piano in the house and an organ, and every day she'd either be on the piano singing, or she'd go on the organ and start singing. And she was a very beautiful singer. And just growing up around that, you would have thought that I would like be a singer or do gospel music. She taught me how to play the piano. We went and did piano lessons and all of that. So as far as music goes, I was inspired by my great grandmother. As far as rapping goes, my cousin Marcel is really one that got me rapping.
And what led up to your first song? Like, what did it take to get you in the studio for that first time?
You know what? The first time we went to the studio, it wasn't a studio. I had used my friend AC. He had a karaoke machine, and his sister had a boom box. So I pressed record on the karaoke machine and pressed the beat on the Cause only had one tape. Put one mic up to her karaoke machine, to a radio. I'll use the other mic and press record, and I'll rap on that. And then when I hear like that I could do it, like, oh snap, I just made a song. Then it was like, how do I even get in the studio? Because at this time you would think that you needed to be rich. I'm thinking you need to be rich to even make a video or anything. But it was just hearing myself on that little cassette, like, dang, I want to go and see if it's even possible to make a song. And you know, you get in the hood and people got little home studios and things of that nature, and it just progresses and progresses.
Yeah, I would say back then you kind of had to have a little bit more money than now, putting shit into music.
Exactly.
Videos used to be tens of thousands, you know, right off the bat.
You're not about to just go to your homie and get a video, bro.
Yeah, for some simple shit.
You're not about to just go to your homeboy and get a video.
Yeah. So coming up rapping, who's popping in the city at the time?
When I was coming up, it was 5, 6, and Cheddar. It was Avon. Avon, he was big. Barry County Boys. People like that. Khalid, I ain't gonna lie, he was still jumping. Sosa. The whole Cocked and Locked. This is when Famous was jumping too, you know what I'm saying? You'll go out of town and you'll hear Famous Lil Ken. You hear Lil Ken, or you hear them boys from Third Degree on like a Swisher House mixtape or something like that. So during that time, that's who was jumping. And then of course, you know what I'm saying, you try to make your own little clique, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to go make me a squad. I remember trying to get signed by Third Degree. I went in there and rapped for one. I went into Urban City and rapped for him. Obviously he didn't sign me, but yeah, I even tried to get signed by Third Degree.
Khalid knows you though, right?
Yeah, Khalid.
Yeah.
Khalid, that's my dude.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of impact did all those artists have on the city back then? Like, what were they doing for the city? Because I know Khalid, he gives back a lot and does shit like that. What was everybody else doing? Was it a lot of love?
It was a lot of love. It was a lot of love. I would say it was, right now, I would say San Antonio is way further than what we were back then. But it was, as far as the love, it was more love because everybody wasn't so accessible. Like, you would have to open up a magazine, or you would have to go to the store. You couldn't just get on the internet and see. You know what I'm saying? So these guys were stars. You get what I'm saying? So when you go into Eisenhower or you go into Windsor, you get what I'm saying? What's that mall right there that they closed down? That was right there off Walson. Windsor, right? Yeah. So you go into Windsor and you go in there, you see they CDs. These are niggas from the town. You get what I'm saying? You see they CDs, you see they posters up there. You know what I'm saying? It made them look, because you don't see them. You can't just, you see them, it's on accident. Because you don't got the internet. They not posting and saying, oh, I'm over here, I'm about to do this. So when you see them, I remember seeing Question was jumping too. I remember Question, he'll have his bus. You'll just see his bus on the freeway or just parked like in a parking lot somewhere, and it'll say like Question, or you know what I'm saying, it'll have his number. I called him, you know what I mean? They have his number on there. Texas Obama was jumping at that time too. But they was all stars, and it was easy to show them love because you didn't see them every day. You wasn't about to go on Facebook and be like, let me go see what Sosa doing today, or go see what whoever doing today. So as far as giving back, this is just my personal opinion. I don't think it's the job of a rapper just because he rap to have to give back to the like that. I don't get that. I don't know why it's our responsibility now. It's cool, you know. Like, of course, like if I want to, let's give. But I don't think it's anyone's responsibility. Like, we're not politicians. You get what I'm saying? We're not. Now, if we want to take that route, then of course do that. But I don't think it's, so whoever decides to go give, you know, I want to feed this person and I want to do that. And I'm not knocking nobody that does, I'm knocking nobody that doesn't. Just saying, I don't think it's anyone's responsibility as a rapper to have to, oh, let me go feed the homeless or let me go do this. That's not. And if you do that, hey, much love to you. You know, I'm actually that type of guy. Like, you wouldn't see me on Instagram and stuff. I don't do any of that, right? But I am that type of guy, right? But I don't think that it's my responsibility to do it. So any rapper that does it is cool. Any rapper that doesn't do it, hey, no problem. I don't think that's our responsibility.
And when you started out, you had to go the CD route, right?
Yeah, I was doing
was
CDs.
popping?
Yeah.
When you started coming out?
Them, bro, CDs without the cover was popping. Like in high school, we'd just write our name on the, you know what I'm saying? I remember selling that's how I got in my first studio. Like one of my mom's friends actually introduced me to a person with a studio, and in order to pay for it, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we out the project. I'm not about to go, I can't just go ask, give me $300 or whatever for a studio. We didn't even know, we thought the studio came with the beat. Like, we need a beat too. Oh snap, I thought it came with a beat. We not even knowing that we need to bring a beat to the studio. We thinking that he gonna have beats for us. But that's how I got into my first studio, like at high school, you know what I'm saying, just writing down, you know what I'm saying, whatever is on the song, on the CD, and selling them for $5, you know what I'm saying? And then I had a group, so we'll all I'll print up like 20 CDs or however many CDs at my house. I'll get a certain amount, and we go to the same school, and we'll just be selling them. And then at the end of school, like, how much you got? Oh, I got 40, I got this amount, I got 30, I got whatever, and we'll put it together. We'll put it together, and you know, we'll go to the studio, and they have to negotiate with them. How much is studio time? Oh, I want such and such an hour. I'm like, look, we got $80. You know what I'm saying? So CDs was jumping back then. You know what I'm saying? We're in a digital age now. But yeah, CDs.
Are you still passing out CDs?
I still pass out CDs because it's like on my wall I got records. Right now CDs are gonna be the new record. So I don't pass out CDs because some cars don't even have CD players. You get what I'm saying? I pass them out just more or less as a souvenir. You get what I'm saying? Like to have something that you can hold that's tangible. Posters, CDs, flyers, buttons, lanyards, things like that. Just things that they can hold and be like, I got this. You know what I'm saying? Imagine having, if you was able to, if you still had a record from Michael Jackson or something, like the actual record that they dropped in when Thriller, not one that they reproduced and you could just go and get one that's hard. No, the actual one. You know what I'm saying? You were able to have that actual record, in 2020, even though we're in the digital age, bro. That's like, you get what I'm saying? That's like a priceless heirloom. So I just give them up for things like that.
And what's your views on the digital age? Do you fuck with it more than the CDs, the more in-your-face personal interaction?
I'm more of a people person, so it helps me when I can get into your face and like holler at you, and you could like, we could feel each other like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Because most of the time I'm probably not even trying to sell it. I'm about to give it to you, and I'll let you know, like, I'm about to get this to you. Now online, you're gonna have to buy it. I'm gonna give the CD to you for free. You get what I'm saying? So it just depends on who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to somebody, you know what I'm saying, like an old head that's really into music, and I know he you know what I'm saying, he's still into CDs, I'll probably give him a CD. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that we all on our phones now, I'll probably push the social media to you more. So, you know, I still do both. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, at some point you're going to have to get in these people's faces, and if you can't even talk to these people and know what to say to them, it's just like, bro. Because some niggas is good on the internet. Some niggas look good on the internet, and you get in their face and they shy as shit and they don't know what to say. Like, bro, you're not the same person on the internet. But I do also know that when you're on the internet, you by yourself. You like doing this around your own comfort zone. So, you know, it just depends. Like, it just depends on who I'm speaking with and who I'm trying to cater to at the time.
All right, so going back into the music, you got 3 tapes out right now. So out of all of them, which one would you say is your favorite?
Higgs Boson. It's Higgs Boson, which is my newest one. I'm more evolved. I still got growing to do, but I'm more evolved on that one. The first one that I dropped, that was something I've never dropped an album before. I was doing a lot of features.
2013.
2013, right? This nigga do his research. I like this guy. So I dropped the album because I've always did a lot of features, always. Like I'm always pushing myself to do features, like, yo, get at me for features. And the crazy part is, you'll be surprised how many people actually hit you up just like, yo, get at me for features, whether it's for free or whatever, they'll actually get at you. But I was doing so many, and I was doing a lot of shows, and people start to ask, yo, where can I buy your CD at? Where can I get you at? Like, where can I? And I had nothing on. I'm just like, I would have to say, oh, go holler at KashCut. I just did that such and such for KashCut. Or go, you know, I just did, and it's like, well, yeah, where can I hear your music at? And it's like, oh shit, you right. Like, you get what I'm saying? When they really start to boil down to it, it's like, where can they hear my music at? Nowhere. So I started working on the tape, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of put that together. It wasn't mixed very well, any of that. It was like I said, that was out the house, and you know. But I had my mindset right because I got my publishing and I did my distribution on that, and to this day I'm still getting paid, you know what I'm saying, off that first CD. So, you know, it was a learning experience, but it was also something that I'm very proud of. But Higgs Boson, I'm more evolved. You know what I'm saying? It has substance to the music. It sounds like a real album. You feel me? It's legit. I got most impressive CD release for that album, and then I was in where was I at that time? I was in Kansas. They brought me out to Kansas, and I had got best independent music artist of 2018 out of like all the independent artists of in this region. And I was #1. Like I got the, like I was like, that's crazy. Like just receiving the, I wouldn't expect like to receive an award and all that. So that's I've received more accolades off that album. So that's my favorite one.
And putting out this album, were you nervous putting it out? You know, giving it to the people. Like, how'd you feel just dropping this album, spreading it, promoting it?
I'm always nervous. I think that's the best way to go into anything. You know what I'm saying? Worry. You know what I'm saying? That's the way. That's the best way to stay safe. So confident, yeah, I was confident because I know what I'm capable of, and I took some time on this album. This album, I didn't make this. This album came out of 100 songs, and then picking the best 50 out of those 100, and then picking the best 30 out of those 50, and then picking the best 20 out of those 30, and then picking the best 15. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm very proud of the album. But worried, of course. Like, dang, are they gonna like it? I know what times we in right now. We not the type of music that I make. That's not where we at. You get what I'm saying? We not. You hear a song and they be like, that song go hard, and you be like, what you like about the song? They be like, the beat, and it's like, right. Okay. So, but and I'm the opposite. It's like I make the beat. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in a lot of these cases, the beat make the artist. So I know what times we in. So of course I was worried. You know what I'm saying? But it's actually doing very well. It's crazy. Like if you didn't, like amongst my peers, like I'm like top of the pyramid. I'm one of them. Like you got something, I'm up there. But if you didn't know that, you wouldn't know that. And I say that to say, like, the album has done very well. And you wouldn't, if you would think that you need to drop that type of music to sell. And it's like, dang, this album is really selling. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about killing nobody. You don't see guns all in my videos. You don't see bitches shaking their ass. You don't see none of that. It'd be a real live video. Like, we got production and, you know, so worried, yeah, if you're gonna like it. Confident in it, of course. I know I got the cure for cancer, you know what I'm saying? But are you gonna like the flavor that I'm giving it to you? You're probably a grape type dude. This one I'm giving it to you strawberry. But it's the cure for cancer. Like, I know that. I'm just confident as if, are you gonna accept it? So it's that type of thing.
And after your first tape, you had about 20 songs on there, and then after the 2 other tapes, you kind of shortened the list of songs. How come?
Because and just like I said, when they say you're gonna drop another album, I'm gonna start working on, like, I got so many songs. I'm about to start working on singles and EPs, and it's because I noticed the time that we were moving into. Like, no one is listening to a full album right now. Nobody. Like, you can go get whoever album. Whoever could drop an album. You're not listening to the album from top to bottom. That's just not what's happening. You making a playlist and you're gonna go get 2 songs from, you probably like 2 songs from this guy, 2 songs. You're not driving in your car at some point, because where we live, the time we live in, if you playing, by the time you get to the 5th song, somebody or you gonna be like, bro, we listening to too much of such and such. Like, you're not trying to listen to the whole album. So I just noticed where we were going. Like, you know what, I'm not about to drop 40 songs on an album or 20 songs on an album or anything like that. I'm gonna shorten it down. Plus I try to mimic the industry. So I'll go, like, I drop my albums on the days that are usually dropped in the industry, Tuesdays or Thursdays. You get what I'm saying? I try to drop my album around those days. I try to go see, okay, who on the billboards right now, right? Who's on the top billboards? How many tracks did they have on that album? Oh, they had 17. Okay, so you get what I'm saying? And I'll go look at like the top 5 and like, oh, all of them only had 15, 16 songs on the album. You get what I'm saying? Like little things like that. So I'll try to mimic the industry to make sure that I can at least compete. So like I said, worried, Yeah, I mean, yeah, worried but confident. I'm confident in it. So
And this is all from like just you just studying other artists, or somebody
Right.
taught you this, somebody sat you down, explained the game to you.
no, it's really from not knowing. You know what I'm saying? Making mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Learning. All I gotta do is come at you with a contract. You know what I'm saying? And that makes the that make a big difference than if you ask me to come do a show for you and I just be like, okay, and I come do it. But if I come at you with paperwork and let you know that I'm trying, like you look at me in a whole nother light, like you get what I'm saying? So it's just like learning from mistakes. No one taught me anything, just kind of dibbling, dabbling and learning. And I still got a lot to learn. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it just comes from making mistakes pretty much.
All right, so tell me, what was the influence behind thongs, boy shorts, and G-string?
Again, trying to do something different, and that album is actually doing pretty good as well. I wanted to showcase talent. Like, I did a whole album just strictly for females. Like, you get what I'm saying? Every song on there straight for females. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's talent within itself. And then they go hard. It's like, bro, he killing it. Like, he really smashing like on this album, and every track for females. And I just thought that that'd showcase talent. Like, peep this. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and with the whole album release party, we gave away Victoria's Secret. We gave away Gucci and Louis Vuitton. Perfect. Like, we gave away a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really did it up for that album. But yeah, just to showcase talent, pretty much. So.
All right, so now let's talk about San Antonio. So did you see any type of shift in the music scene, like a whole new wave of artists?
Bro, and luckily, like I said, I started when I started, so like, and be able to still be relevant is like, all right, cool. But I meet so many rappers and like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I know you and all of this, and it's like, bro, I wouldn't know, like, y'all come out the woodworks every day. Like, it's gonna be a new rapper that come out today from San Antonio. There's so many of them, but what I would say is a lot of San Antonio artists going viral. A lot of us getting our money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do see a shift. You know what I'm saying? From where back in the day, it was 10 rappers and everybody else trying to rap. You get what I'm saying? Like, you had your 10 main artists, Texas Finest, and like you had your main artists, and then you had people trying to get to even where they at. You get what I'm saying? Now, you can see somebody from San Antonio and they go viral tomorrow and they done surpassed whoever you used to like. You get what I'm saying? Now they, in 5 years, gonna be the person that somebody come up and want advice from and want to know how they got where they at and want to get interviewed by KashCut. Like, in 5 years, they gonna be that person because they done shifted. Like, you don't have to go sell 100 CDs, or you don't have to get signed. You can go viral. You get what I'm saying? You can go viral and become the man like that. So I have seen a shift.
And I asked everybody this question, like, what do you think the city needs to blow up, finally get looked at? Everybody's tapping in on San Antonio artists, coming out here trying to work with our artists. What do you think we need to get looked at as a hip hop city?
So, hey bro, I do interview. I always get asked that question, bro. And this is what people gotta understand. Just me traveling. It's like that in every city. If you go, we was in Chicago, they saying the same thing. We in Kansas, they saying the same thing. We in Colorado, they saying the same thing. Las Vegas, like California, they saying the same thing. You get what I'm saying? I think that, I don't know shit. You get what I'm saying? This is just what I think. I think that we need to get our business together first. As far as paperwork, things of that nature. Also, we need all the resources we can use. Like, we need, like, niggas don't know, like, we need this. I was just saying that, bro. We just like, you wouldn't know anything about any of these artists unless they was being interviewed by somebody, by KashCut, about, whoever up there, Say Cheese, Dallas Global, whoever you get what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to like shout people out on your channel, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying though, you wouldn't even know them if a lot of them weren't being interviewed. Like, my money's straight. I'm getting what I'm getting, but I'm sure some gonna go up after they see this. Me, you know what I'm saying? You coming effing with me. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Because the backstory, you know, attracts people. That's what I try to tell people.
Not only that, but the publicity that you giving us. Like, you get what I'm saying? You wouldn't know a lot of these artists from that. And Dallas getting their money. I just left Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Did 3 songs with them in the video immediately. They about their money and about their paper. It was they you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my dude Keith Stokeland and Dirt Beats and Dallas, bro. Like they really about their business. But it take things like this. It take everybody. When you go to Dallas, they probably playing some Dallas music. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that it's any one thing to say, oh, what it helps San Antonio. I think it's a conglomerate of things. DJs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the DJs that spin me and spin the other artists. You know what I'm saying? Because they are out there. You know what I'm saying? But we need that. We need more cash cuts coming through and making sure that they catching our good side and making sure they putting these stories out on San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure the radio, they not just playing us on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Play us, throw us in rotation. You know what I'm saying? These shows, make sure you paying the artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, it get deeper than that, because if we're not treating ourselves like that, then how we gonna say, how we gonna get looked at like that? It's like, boy, you just went up here, all y'all just came up here and did a free show. The radio not effing with us, was no cameras here. You get what I'm saying? Nobody was trying to F with us. All these dudes got cameras. They not trying to, you get what I'm saying? It's more than that. That's just what I think. You get what I'm saying? But who am I?
So, who's your top artist out here that, you know, your favorite that's in your playlist right now?
In San Antonio?
Yeah.
Cheddar. I gotta get Cheddar. Yeah, Cheddar. Yeah, I don't wanna like be like, oh, he on. But if I had to name an artist that I'm jamming
that's in
right
your
now,
playlist, like,
yeah. And like I said, I don't really jam.
You
a
ain't
lot
saying who's the best.
Yeah, I'm not saying who the best and who that's not, right? But I'm saying who I've been jamming a lot. I've been jamming Cheddar, D Scott, that boy Scotty. I've been jamming a lot of Scotty. That's my cousin. M.O.B. that nigga Malcolm O. I've been jamming a lot of him. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, to be honest, you know what I'm saying, that's if I'm really listening to hip hop and listening to rap. Other than that, I'm listening to like Sade. I got it on Sade or something like that, or, you know, I'm listening to some R&B. He been doing an excellent job, bro. As soon as he picked up this rap shit, he took off with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I like to contribute myself and be like, man, I got that boy rapping. He doing his own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really, him and Malcolm O, like, they both doing their own thing. He taking it serious. I did his publishing, his distribution for him, made sure all that was straight. Of course, he pushing out videos like crazy. You know what I'm saying? His numbers going up every day. You know what I'm saying? His followers going up every day. I think I think that's really where it come from too. Like, that's what's keeping him motivated, because he's seeing the growth as well. Like, he's seeing from when he said I want to rap to right now. So as far as the business, yeah, he'll call me all the time for some advice, or call me and be like, hey, why is this like this, or what I need to do for this. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff that I got, it's like I said, the publishing and the distribution, and they see the checks coming in and they see the money. So of course they're gonna ask, like, okay, well, how do I do this? And of course, them being my cousins, like, they get it immediately. Like, they don't even call. I just make sure that they got it. But yeah, he been taking it real serious, and I'm proud of both of them. I'm proud of Malcolm O and that boy Scotty, for real. Y'all make sure y'all get that Let's Talk About It, man. That man just dropped that, for real.
That Money Wave here with Lil Aubrey. Got a couple questions for you, dog. So let's talk about your creative style, like your style. How you go about getting dressed? Cause you always fresh, my nigga. Like, yeah. Every time I see you, you always got some colorful shit on. It's always, you know what I'm saying.
You know what?
It may not always match, but
it don't be matching. It don't be matching. You know what? I'm gonna be honest though. Every video shoot, like, you gotta come to the set of my shoots, bro. They be for real. Like, my girl do all of that. My girl dress me. Like, when you see me really fly and be like, my girl, I ain't gonna lie, she get me right. And then saying how she put things together, I'm able to branch off and be like, oh, I'm gonna go buy this shirt next time, and I'm gonna go do this. But yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? My girl, she be having me right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to D Prater. She be surprising the nigga with some things.
All right, so let's go into your creative process. Like, I asked you earlier about, like, how do you channel your music? Like, you channel old vibes, or what's your creative process like coming up with a new song?
I like to try to make sure, like, is my grandma gonna like it? You right? And then I try to come up with the, you know, and that's as far as what I'm gonna say. As far as like creating the music, man, bro, I just go in there. I come up with a pattern first, and try to come up with the words. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll have the middle of the song right. Like, oh, I want to say this in the middle, and I'll do the middle of a song. You know what I'm saying? And I'll work my way around it. If I'm working with somebody, I go off of energy. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not really feeling the energy, I probably want to go home and do it myself. You know what I'm saying? But if we together, I like to build off the energy. You know what I'm saying? But it comes in. Sometimes I watch a movie if I'm trying to do a song about, you know, something drastic. Like we just did the policing, the song "Policing." It was basically about police brutality. You know what I'm saying? I'll get in depth. I'll go read some books. I'll go watch this. I'll go read upon this and look into that so I can really talk about it. I'm a wordsmith for real, so I'll try to get real. I'll go into the dictionary. Sometimes I'll say, you know what, let's open a dictionary on page 90, and the fifth word on the left side at the bottom, that's when you're gonna read. So we go to page 90. Bam, and it'll be equivalent. That's the word I'm about to use, equivalent. Like, you get what I'm saying? And you don't know that, but it's me testing myself. Like, okay, let me make sure I'm sharp. So many different ways.
And you mind telling us like some of your musical influences? Like, I know you said your grandma was big. Yeah. What else? Like,
as far as hip hop, bro, Talib Kweli, Rakim, you feel me? Lil Flip, my favorite. Chameleon, you know what I'm saying? Trick Daddy. You know, and a lot of these people are my favorites because for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? DMX, they influenced me. Really, Lil Flip, I'm not gonna lie, he influenced me a lot. Cause I seen the beginning. You know, I was actually to see an artist grow. Like, dang, I remember when he was skinny and he was actually, that's why I'm Lil Aubrey. I had my hair braided like him, dressed like him. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as like rappers, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was Lil Flip, bro. You feel me? Straight up. Other than that, it'll be my great grandmother and my cousin Marcel.
all right, and would you rather stay an independent? Like, would you rather stay a solo artist, or do you mind working with people, starting a group, or how do you?
As far as like a joint venture, like I always want to do my own thing. I like something like that. But like if I was in a group per se, it'll be like, yeah, I'm in like I F with you, but I'm still doing, you know, I'm still gonna do my own thing. You know what I'm saying? I love working with people.
Do you think it's better to remain a solo artist versus working with a group? You think it's easier?
It depends on the situation. You know, like let's take Migos for instance, or something like that. Like, you get what I'm saying? It just depends on the situation. Like if it's gonna be, if we better together, you know, because you can see certain groups, it's like, quote unquote, like the Jackson 5. When you used to just see two of the Jacksons without the rest of them, it just looked weird. Like, so together they were a thing. Like you wouldn't listen to like Drew Hill. Now of course they got fucking Cisco, but I'm saying that they were a group. Or when you listen to 112 or like they a group, you listen to one of these, like, I don't sound the same. So it just depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying?
And would you rather stay an independent artist, or would you rather be signed to a label?
Again, it depends on the situation. I will say that if you want to get to that independent artists rarely are global. They usually like nationwide or probably in a region. Like if you from California, like there's artists that you from California that probably get major radio play on the West Coast and you never hear them on here. Or vice versa, if people from the South and you never hear them on the West Coast. I do believe that without that backing, you're not gonna just be touring in Africa. You're not about to go to Switzerland, and you get what I'm saying? You're not about to be a international sensation. I do think that it's very rare that an independent artist, you know what I'm saying, they need that backing. But it just depends, you know, like right now, yeah, I'm an independent artist and I'm doing okay. Like compared to like other, I'm doing okay. If a situation came and it's like, yo, and it's right, yeah. I would say a lot of people that say I'm not gonna get signed, I'll turn down the deal if it ain't a million. They probably never had a deal come to, they just talking. Like, oh yeah, really? Really you say no for, like, what do you have that you just gonna say no for? Like they probably never really had somebody come to them and offer them a deal. They just talking on some shit they read on the internet or what they homeboys talking about or what they, and they homeboys never had a situation. So it just depends on like what's right for me at that time. But yes, it would be something that I would look into. I just wouldn't be like, hell no, I'm staying independent. Hell no, we about to really look into this.
Now, being independent and taking care of a lot of your own planning and a lot of your own management, you gave us some of your marketing tactics as far as like giving people tangible items to have. What's some of your other things that you do that make you stand out?
I don't mind doing exactly what, I'm not too big, bro. Like exactly what you would want your manager to do, I'm gonna do that for myself. Or exactly what you would expect your homeboys to do with the CDs. I'm not too big to be fly and go out there and try to hand this female my CD or a flyer or tell her, hey, check me out on this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I do notice that a lot of people, like, they too big. Like, they too big, bro. You feel me? It's just like, nigga ain't fit to go over there and talk to the people. I'm not about to reach out to this DJ. I'm not about to, bro, I'll show you, if I just showed you my email, what I do. Like, I'm sending emails to everybody, get back at, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this, I'm doing, like, it's different things that I notice that a lot of artists don't do because they too big, or they'll say, oh, I need a manager to do that. And it's like, well, until you get a manager to do it, you just gonna, what if you don't get a manager for another 2 years? So you just gonna lag for 2 years because you don't got a manager, or, such and such don't want to, you don't know nobody to go, your homeboy don't want to do your CD cover. You can go to somebody else. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's that type of thing.
All right, what cities do you like to travel to? What cities do you think are good music cities to be in?
Chicago. When I was in Chicago, it was some good networking going on there. Even when I was in Kansas, and this is the crazy part, I was in Topeka, Kansas. This is like the whitest place ever. This the truth. This is the whitest place ever, but it was some good networking going on there as well. I was in, what part of Colorado? Dang, can't even think about it. I was in Colorado Springs. That's where I was at, Colorado Springs. They actually got a 98.5 out there too. And they F with, like, when I went out there, shout out to my dude Dubs, the general, he booked me, brought me out there, had everything set up for me, had a meet and greet, it was good networking going on out there as well. And then Dallas. I just got back from Dallas. You know what I'm saying? They about their business in Dallas as well. Mm-hmm. Those would be my personal favorites that I've been to where it was like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, those would be my top for right now. And I've been to a couple spots, but my favorite as far as networking, Denver. They let me into the radio station, go in there just right off the top. I'm just down, I'm in Colorado Springs. I was like, let's just go to Denver. They let me right in. This the main 105.7 or something like that. They let me right in. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So those would be like the top networking for me. But I think it's just because I'm from out of town. Because like I said, if I was in town, if I was there, I'd probably be saying they don't support me or something.
All right. Now, one thing that really caught my interest about you is, you refer to other black men as kings. So you want to talk about your experience becoming conscious, like what it took for you to,
I still got room. Yeah.
Thinking.
Yeah, man. What you lose?
My thing was tough.
I'm not gonna say that I'm as conscious as I want to be because I got my flaws and you know what I'm saying? I don't date outside my race, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Now I got a girl, so I'm not dating at all. You know what I'm saying? But it's not so much as being conscious, it's just really knowing. Like, us as black men, knowing about ourselves, they like to put someone in the car conscious. It's like, nah, I just know. Like, it's like, if I told you 1 + 1 was 2 and then like, oh, you smart as fuck. It's like, I'm smart as fuck because I know the basics. Because I know 1 + 1 is 2. Like, do I think Columbus discovered America? And like, no, and I know that. Like, I know so I know I know where we come from. I know every man that's on planet now deprived from a black woman. You get what I'm saying? Like this is a fact. Like you get what I'm saying? So I don't think that it's me being conscious. It's just me knowing. Like you get what I'm saying? It's like, I just know. Yeah, my fault. And as far as calling other black men kings, it just sound better. I say nigga, say my nigga, but it just sound better. And I've been saying it so long to where it just come out fluently. My partners be like, bro, you got me saying that. And that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. Because it started mentally first. You know what I'm saying? It really started mentally. But I don't say it for any accolades and be like, oh, it's just more like, I really see you like that. Like, I really think you that. Like you know what I'm saying? I said so much that, and there's no disrespect to white boys. I said to a white boy, my girl checked me like, boy, what are you talking like I know? Or I'd be like, hey, brother, my girl be like, that is not your brother, relax. Like, so cause I know, again, I'm not racist. My best friend that passed was white. You know what I'm saying? Good man. So it's not anything like that, but I just know. So it's not really conscious. I just know 1 + 1 is 2. That's pretty much it. And I do see you like that though. So it ain't even like I'm just saying it. I'll be asleep and be like, King, you know, like I really see you like that. Like you get what I'm saying? So.
All right, so what's next for Lil Aubrey?
Man, I'm about to keep, lately what I've been doing, bro, is I've been putting other artists like behind the scenes, bro. It's like the people that's really important, you don't really see them. So I've been kind of like been coming, not somebody that you don't see, I'm still in the public eye, but I've been coming, like I'm making sure I'm doing people's publishing, I'm doing the back work. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing like little A&R work, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to put anybody, I don't even matter about their names, but I'll get called into the studio just to sit there and just give my input. Like I'm just really a fly on the wall, like, hey, I'm about to go to the studio and I just want you to be here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these albums that y'all gonna hear coming out in the near future from a lot of these artists, I heard them first. You know what I'm saying? Like they got my input on them first. They came to me to get, you know what I'm saying, make sure the paperwork was right. Even some artists that be dealing with paperwork, I'm not even a lawyer, but I've built enough trust to where they'll bring me and I don't know, they'll say, hey, read this and tell me what you think. I'm not even a lawyer. They just want to get my perspective on it, like what I think. And then I'll give them, you know, oh, this is what I think. I ain't shit. This is just what I think.
All right, so back to you. Do you write all your music?
You know what? Lately, I've been just going in and freestyling. And it's been coming out like crazy. I do write though, but lately, cause the features just been coming in, so like they just been coming in. Like somebody hit me, and then like when you mention the bread, so you just think about, you know, I don't got nothing to hide. I charge $300. You know what I'm saying? And so you think about 5 people hitting me up, and that I'll negotiate. But you think about 5 people hitting me up for a feature real quick, and then I go in, and I'm not saying that I just rush it, but I've been going in and doing my thing. Like, oh man, I didn't even write that. That just came, you know what I'm saying? Push it back to him, you know what I'm saying? Get the other half of my bread, and on to the next. But I do write. I do write. I'm a writer, you know what I'm saying? I like to get in depth with the words. I think that's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? So I do write, but lately, since December, I've been freestyling everything. Which is crazy. Like when you hear it, it's just like, well, you didn't write that? I swear to God, like, bro, I did not write that. I just went in and did it. So, but yeah, I am a writer though. I am a writer. I'm a writer first.
Mm-hmm. And I know some people probably watching right now and are asking themselves like, why are they paying you $300 for a feature? Like, what's your views on when people say like, why am I paying somebody local for a feature type shit? Like,
I can't even fathom that.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. This is why, this is what I mean about, this is why we not getting to where we want to get, to me. Is because if you ask me specifically, Aubrey, why would I pay you? For the very least, I'm gonna have to keep my son out my way. I gotta take time out from being a family man to do something for you. You get what I'm saying? I might be hungry at that time. I might want to go jack off, nigga. I don't know, nigga. You taking time out for me? So what are you talking about, bro? So you like, if you go, if I own a lawn service, right? And I'm not a big lawn guy. I'm not whoever is a big lawn people that can come. But I cut your grass when I make it look nice. You telling me you're gonna tell me that, oh, I don't gotta pay you because you're not $1 million company. It still looked. I still did exactly what you wanted me to do, and I did it for cheaper. It looks exactly like you wanted it. Like you wanted your grass like this. I did the trees. Nigga, you can put this in a magazine. I did a great job. But you gonna tell me, oh well, because you not whoever the hell is rich and whoever do this, I shouldn't pay you. So I don't even hear that. I'm giving you the same exact thing. So I don't even, and it took me time to get to that place. I used to go through that. Like literally, people used to say exactly that. Like, oh man, all right, I thought you was gonna do it for the love. To be honest, I'll fall back on myself and be like, oh, you know what, shit, I'll do this one for free, but the next one, and guess what, they don't ever come back. They just got that first one for free. And so I'm doing myself dirty, and then guess what, I gotta pay for the studio time. You feel what I'm saying? You're not paying me for the studio time, so you gotta think about that too. So where we gonna record this track at? Especially if you're sending it to me from out of town. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't even got a studio to record it. Where we gonna record this track at? You send me it, maybe I gotta pay for the studio time, but I don't even hear that, bro. I don't even hear, why do I gotta pay you? Why? I don't even, what are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Like, why wouldn't you pay me? Like, give me give me one reason why, because you local. That works out for you. Like, you got a local company to come F with you. Like, what are you talking about? So, I don't even understand that, to be honest. And I think that all artists need to get away from that. Don't fall and bend so quick about it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you don't want to F with me and want to go with what I charge, because I want more. I want more. Like, if you go ask like my peers and I go around, like, you know what I'm saying, the men and the people that I'm hanging with and the ones that were like, we really getting this money, they'll be like, bro, you really, like, why are you charging them that, and you know what I'm saying, you getting this amount of money? So to hear that, it's like, Now, honestly, like I said, I used to hear that. Fast forward to now, I really don't hear that too much. I think that like I said, you gotta bust through that. You're gonna hear it initially, but then they gonna get you. So I know anytime somebody hit me for a feature, I know for a fact they paying. It's not even a guess. It's not even, hey, you're gonna get, we don't even gotta talk about it. Like, I don't even gotta ask, hey, you paying, right? Like, that's off top. So.
So, like, it's a whole lot of crazy shit going on in the world right now. Like, what's your thoughts on this whole rioting that's going on? The city, the countrywide riots that's going on. Obviously, San Antonio, they was fucking up shit down here. Like, what's your thoughts on everything going on right now?
We can, first I would say Black Power, bro. You know what I'm saying? Off top of anything, I agree with it all. I agree. Now some would say, oh, but you fucking up this, they fucking up that. You ever been mad? Like, let's say I'm picking on you and you say, hey, can you quit picking on me? And then you keep hitting me. And then I say, hey, can you please stop? And then you keep hitting me. And then let's just say I'm in my car, but I punched the window. And it's my car. I didn't want to punch my window, right? But it's just so much a motherfucker could take. It's like a cup and you just keep putting drops in it. Drop at some point. It don't matter how small that drop is, it's gonna fill up at some point. So I'm not saying that, oh yeah, let's just go and fuck everything up. I'm saying that I understand. You get what I'm saying? I get it 100%. You know, it's just so much protesting somebody could do. It's just so much kneeling and asking no justice, no peace. Fuck that. The only way that you really gonna get what you want, and it's crazy, and they show that, the only way you're gonna get, because I've never been treated so well by white people. Oh my God, they treat me so well. They treat me so well. And I know why. I just got into it with a law a couple of days ago. Like, I had to, this first time I ever did this, I pushed his ass out, like, man, get the fuck. His other cop gets out the car and was like, hey, don't touch him no more, like talking to him. I was trying to get, he put a bag on the car that didn't belong to him. It actually belonged to my sister, and I was trying to get the bag. I was like, you're not gonna touch this bag. Pushed my hand back. And, you know, we got into a little, but I've never done, but I know why I didn't, and I'm not, and that was off reflex. I'm not saying that I'm just bold like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to go around and beat up the law. But I know why. His other cop got out the car and was like, hey, quit touching this man. So I understand, but do I agree with what's going on? I do agree. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, a lot of the people that's doing the looting and the rioting and shit are white people. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the looting that's going on, a lot of the rioting that's going on. Black people are really the ones doing the protesting. If you just want to be specific, there, yeah, you got sprinkled in a couple of black people and shit doing the rioting and the looting, yes, but a majority of them are white people. So,
especially down here with like the small percentage of African Americans we got.
exactly. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You got to think, how are we the minority, but most of us are in jail, or most of us are getting killed, or most of us are getting slaughtered and hung. Like, you got to think about things like that. I got arrested by the law. Like, I got pulled over. I had my son with me. This was crazy. I got my son with me, and the law pulls me over, and I got warrants. You know what I'm saying? So he'd say, I got to take you to jail. So I called my girl and I tell her, yo, I need you to come get the car. He's like, I'm not going to arrest you till your girl get here. Just promise you you're not going to leave. I'm like, I'm not going to leave, bro. I'm going to wait right here. I got my son. I'm not going to leave. He's like, okay, cool. I will wait right here so I ain't got to tow your car. He was being cool about it. This is what's crazy. When he put me in handcuffs, my son flips out, bro. My son. At this time, my son was like 6, 7. He flip out, bro. Flip out. He like, please don't kill my daddy. He gonna try to kill my daddy. He gonna try to shoot my daddy. And just, like, when that sink in, like, dang, my son think you gonna kill me. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, like, it's a mental thing. Like, you don't even know my son traumatized. Like, now he don't probably show that, you know what I'm saying? But subconsciously, like, nigga, that's traumatizing, bro. Like, you thought your daddy was about to die. Like, you see your people getting slaughtered, all the nigga, that's traumatizing. And then you gotta go to school and be like, oh, what's 1 + 1? 2. Nigga, that shit is really traumatizing. You get what I'm saying? But aside of that, I agree. I agree with everything that's going on. I do. I feel a revolution coming. You know what I'm saying? I feel a change in tides coming.
Do you think like the world is gonna, you know, just slowly crumble apart, like as far as like the government and shit? You know?
It already is. I mean, just think about 2020, bro. Since 2020 started, it's been something like almost every month, bro. Like, damn, what is it gonna be next month? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, every month is something. You feel me? So you just gotta think, like, it is crumbling. Have you seen the movie Idiocracy?
No.
You seen Idiocracy?
Yes, sir.
When did that movie come out? That movie came out years ago.
Even the book, bro. The book tells you what.
Are we living in Idiocracy right now?
Bro.
This is exactly Idiocracy.
Elected, bro.
This is exactly, you gotta watch that movie. It's a comedy. But what happens is they I'm not gonna go all into it, but the military doing they doing like some research on them, and the building get crumbled and they come back alive or whatever. They get opened up like 30 years, like 3,000 years later or some shit. The year 3,000, they in the future. In the world, they don't even know they ABCs. The music is stupid. They think Gatorade is equivalent to water. Like, water don't even exist no more. Like, it's just stupid. Like, you get what I'm saying? But that's what we living in. So yeah, I do think the world is crumbling and shit.
So what's your plans for the rest of 2020? Like, how you coming out to set the rest of the tone?
Doing exactly what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I just been a lot other than shows. Nothing really done stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like, other than like being able to get in front of the fans. So I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing. These features, you know what I'm saying? These videos, recording, making sure I got my music and stuff together. Making sure that my sons and my girls straight. Other than that, there's nothing that you can really do. You know what I'm saying?
When can we see the next tape?
See, I'm about to be dropping, like I said, I'm about to be dropping singles. I actually got enough. I was gonna drop an EP, but I'm about to probably like a day or two, I'm gonna drop a new single. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of singles that I've been thinking about dropping. As far as a tape, like I said, we living in a day and age to where I'd rather put out 5 singles, you get what I'm saying, than a full album that you probably gonna, you know, listen to. Just going from where we're going right now. You get what I'm saying? From today forward, it's like, bro, they not even listening to full albums like that. You know what I'm saying? You get more EPs than an album. So, as far as the next album, I don't know. I'll drop it when the time's right. I'll never put a date on my things until like they done and I know everything is finished. And I'll be like, okay, June, whatever, or February, whatever, let's drop that. But right now, just singles. We pushing out them singles, man.
And was there ever a point in time where you felt like, you know, the music wasn't going anywhere and you feel like you just had to maybe do something else?
Yeah. Yeah, nigga be lying if he said, yeah, bro, it's always just been going great for me. Hell no. I'm gonna say this, and it's any artist, I think it's any artist. I be having like little spurts, like for like 4 months, 5 months, 6 months. I just be racked up, like features, shows, this, that, interview, like, and then it's like I'll just go on a vacation. Like, now luckily we done racked up and we done, you know what I'm saying, we done did what we did, and them songs probably not gonna come out and people effing with me. But it'll go through spurts and it's like, dang, ain't nobody hit me up in like 2 months. You know what I'm saying? And then 2 months will go by and it'll be right back, like, yeah. So yeah, I done thought about like giving up, you know what I'm saying? My best friend, long live my dude Josh Den, when he passed, I couldn't write. I couldn't do anything. I had no motivation, you feel me? So I thought about giving up then. Of course, when I was looking for a deal and nothing come through, nobody, you know what I'm saying, hollering at me. I felt like the city I went through that too when I felt like the city wasn't messing with me. Like, what's the point of this? Of course, everybody goes through that. But then I started getting that publishing, and I keep mentioning publishing. I get my publishing right, and I start seeing checks. And it's like, oh snap, all I gotta do is make a song and do this, and you press play and I'm gonna get paid. Oh bro, that like, you get what I'm saying? Just like I was speaking about Scotty, when he's seeing the progression that make him want to do it. You get what I'm saying? And when you're not seeing nothing, and you just feel like you're running in place, yeah, you want to stop. Like, bro, I feel like I don't know if it's gonna work. But yeah, I started seeing the progression. So yeah, but I've thought about giving up thousands of times.
And other than the progression, like, what keeps you going?
Just the love of music. Just like, sometimes I just come in here, I got songs on this computer that I just do just to get a song out, just to do it. Like, I'm gonna just make a song and you'll probably never hear it. I'm probably gonna be 60 rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just for the love of music. You know what I'm saying? A long time, if I was doing it to get signed, I would have stopped a long time ago. Like, you get what I'm saying? If that was really the purpose, like, you trying to get signed. Plus, we live in the future right now. Like, we really live in a day and age to where you don't need a record company. Like, you can really do it by yourself. You know what I'm saying? But if I was after like trying to get signed and be famous, because I'm not the most famous person. I got like a cult set of fans that, like, I know that if I drop, they guarantee gonna buy it. But just for the love of music, you know what I'm saying? And it don't hurt, you know what I'm saying, when I get them checks and they got a comment, it's like, okay, I'm about to make another song.
All right, so where can we contact you at?
Members only at lilaubreys.com. That's my email. Instagram at I'm Lil Aubrey. Twitter at I'm Lil Aubrey. You know what I'm saying? So I usually be on Instagram more than anything. So pretty much there.
Shout out to shit.
Of course, man. You feel me? Shout out KashCut first off for even having me. You feel me? Like I said, we need more like them. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the only ways we're gonna get to where we need to be. Scotty, Malcolm O, you feel me? Shout out to them. Shout out to my dude, D Wayne. It's like a billion people that I can sit here and just be like, shout out this person, shout out this person. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to San Antonio and this whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really coming. You feel me? I see where we came from and I see where we at. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we next.